Okay, so we have Steve Norman here. He's going to tell us a little bit about his experience with Eagle Ridge Fitness. So first of all, tell us how long have you been here?
I've been here for, I believe, 5 years.
5 years. Wow, excellent. So tell us a little bit about, if you could think back, what your life was like before you came training with us.
I had my own business, so I was under a fair amount of stress. I operated in both Canada and the United States, traveled a fair bit. I had a family that was a teenage daughter, so that creates its own stress. So I think my life was a lot of stress and not a lot of opportunity to reduce the stress.
So at that time, did you try any other fitness program? And
I sporadically worked out. I ran. I did the sun run. I did, I'd go to the gym periodically for stretches of time, but not on any consistent basis.
okay. So what were some of the challenges with you sticking with the fitness program, and what areas of your body were you frustrated with, or what were your goals?
I think primarily was time was the biggest issue I had with sticking with the program. To some extent, maybe boredom. I mean, you're working out alone, and I'm not a big runner, so that was always I found that a bit challenging. In terms of areas, I mean, it's always I think weight's always an issue, right? I mean, particularly when you're under a fair amount of stress, I think you tend to put weight on. You eat and drink, more than necessary. So those were areas that I felt were of concern.
Okay. So what sort of results have you seen?
It's been great. I mean, certainly from a stress point of view, I find the regular workout routine here has been good for me. It's caused me to reduce my stress, feel much better with myself. The weight aspect has been, I'd say, I maintained it. I mean, I think I'm able to control it. If I do find myself going a little higher over the Christmas season or a holiday season or a long extended travel period, when I come back, I'm able to get it back to where I feel comfortable, and that's been great.
And to add to that, you've been consistent for 5 years.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I have been fairly consistent. I mean, here pretty much like 2 times a week, whatever it may be in the mornings or in the evenings, and
Yeah.
it's been great.
Yeah, that's amazing. So how would you describe Eagle Ridge Fitness?
I've really enjoyed it. It's a smaller classroom size. There's I'd say 5 to 8 people. I know 8 sort of the maximum. The trainers have been terrific. It's a comfortable environment. It's got some lighting. It's clean. The variety of exercises have been great. So every time we come, it's a different program. So you don't get too bored with the same thing. So as far as I'm concerned, it's been terrific.
So, awesome. So how would you say that, like, how are we different than any other fitness program?
Well, you're really like one-on-one training without being one-on-one. So I mean, versus I go to the gym, let's say, on a regular gym day, and I go on the treadmill with everybody else, and I walk over to the weights, and I would push some weights, etc. Right? This is a deal where we come in. There's, I say, 5 to 8 of us with the trainer. The program is demonstrated. What are we going to do for the circuits? We get an opportunity, and then we do that. We do a second go around, and so the level of intensity is much higher than I would be able to do on my own. The exercises are varied enough that it keeps it interesting, and I think that you have the one-on-one feeling, because if there's an issue with technique or how you're doing something, the trainer's right there to point out to you. So I think from that point of view, you really separate yourself from other gyms.
Excellent. Last question here. So if someone's on the fence about trying Eagle Ridge Fitness out, what sort of advice would you give them?
I would say if you can't motivate yourself, if you can't go to the gym or you don't feel you're pushing yourself hard enough, this is a great opportunity. Give it a shot. There's a sense of camaraderie here. You've got great trainers and a great environment to work in. So I would certainly suggest you give it a shot.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.